Alright there, Astronauts, mine's Pleborian, and welcome to a very special edition of Kerbal Space Program. I just want to quickly draw your attention down to the corner here, version 0.21. Yes, Squad have come through and they've given access to the experimentals to the media group. I can't believe it, I'm so ecstatic about this. I've got so much I want to share with you guys today, and so little time. In fact, this is the only ever episode where I've actually had to go and print out a list of the features so I can make sure I can get them all in one big go to you. I think you guys are going to enjoy this. Let's get in and start game. So yeah, where do I even start? Let's check my list. Right, first things first. Let's go into this and get ourselves loaded up and prepare yourselves for this. Oh, look at that. New Space Center scene, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we've got your regular guff, we've got the VAB, we've got the SPH, also looking very swanky these days, as well as your normal runway and launchpad features. But we've also got some new buildings. This one down here, the Astronaut complex. This is for training and hiring Kerbals. We'll talk a little bit about that in a second, because we're not done with this here. I wanted to show you guys some of the things you can do. I mean, look at this. You can now rotate the scene, you can move around the scene, you can look up and down like so, you can zoom in, out. Oh, this is great. In fact, I wouldn't go far wrong to say, oh no, you can't see the craft that you're flown out here. Well, that's a bit of a gutter, but never mind. But yeah, you have now full control over this scene here, just in case you ever want to have a look around. I just want to show you those dead quickly over there. Don't worry, we'll be investigating that stuff. Right, onwards with the explanation of features. First things first, this is the first implementation of the progress tracking system. Although I start off with this feature, this is something you guys won't actually see. Basically, as we go through the to be implemented campaign mode, the progress system will literally do that. It will save our progress and keep a record of what we've done within the Kerbal universe. It's pretty good, although, as I said, it's an invisible feature at this moment. It does currently exist and it's in there. Campaign mode is slowly coming down the line, so that's always a good thing. Another thing I do want to talk about is the Astronaut training complex over here. I'm just going to quickly head on over and I'm going to click on it here. It brings up this whole new GUI. Now, as you can see in our available pilots list, we've already got some Kerbals on there. Now, I did have the regular 3 on there, but for some reason I've got rid of them. Oh well, never mind. But what you can do here is you can have a look through this list of Kerbals here. You think, which one do I want to take on? Who wants to be the future astronaut, the future star of my Kerbal Space Program? And you can check out the little stats here. And this guy, his courage is all the way up, but so is his stupidity. You know what, I like the sound of him, so I'm going to hire him, and he's going to be our pilot for our test flights that we're going to do within this little episode here. So there he is, Matt Frog Kerman. Oh yes, lovely. What shocks me is that his courage and stupidity is all the way up here, but take a look at Jeb and take a look at his values here, halfway through courage and halfway stupidity. So that raises a lot of really strange questions. It does indeed. Questions I'm not going to bother going over with you because I don't want to look at this screen anymore. Go back. What else is there to show? If you don't want to go to these lovely new buildings, and I tell you what, I don't know why you wouldn't, you can now go over to the launchpad and runway. You can click him to call up a vehicle list, but you also get this lovely little bit of user interface in front of you. Now, from here, we can do what we always used to be able to do and pick out a craft. We can pick a crew. Let's see, I don't want Eklund Kerman, I want Matt Frog Kerman to go with Jeb. And there you go, you can now set up all sorts of things. You can do your flag, you can go to the Astronaut training complex from here if you want to go pick up a new Kerbal. You can reset or fill the current seats, or you can clear it and get rid of them all. So go on, Matt Frog and Jeb. There we go. Check that noise out. I like it a lot. At the moment, I don't think it really plays too much of an important thing who you have on your crew, because as I said, the campaign mode isn't properly in there yet, but it's getting there. This is the start to it. It's pretty damn good. But without further ado, I think it's time to have a look away from this. And you know what, actually, I haven't even talked about the fact that there's a brand new tracking center, or there's this strange building here that nobody knows the name of. I think there's a way to find out. I'm not going to show it you just in case it needs to be kept secret for the time being, but I think it's possibly the mission control building. I mean, what else is it going to be? Let's be honest. there isn't really much it can be, unless it's astronaut accommodation. Who knows? Who knows indeed, but no, let's stop talking, let's go into the vehicle assembly building. Some of you guys will remember these pictures from my last episode, I believe it was. Well, here it is now in front of you in full working motion. Let's get a pod out. Oh, wicked! Oh, look at how good this looks. Let's zoom out a little bit and have a good scout around. Yes, now, the new VAB and spaceplane hangar has been designed by the great chap who brought us the B9 aerospace pack. You know, the really futuristic looking one. I've been using it a little bit and I also showed it off in the live stream. Now, he has pulled some skills out of thin air here. Look at how beautiful this is. I mean, what makes it even greater is that the fact that these girders here are parts that you can build rockets with, and as I look at it, it just looks and feels Kerbal. It really does. You've got all your Kerbals running around. You've got all this stuff going on here with like little trucks that I totally want as a part, which aren't, unfortunately. Oh my god! Oh my god! He doesn't care. He's just running Kerbals over left, right, and centre. Jesus Christ, guys, watch out! I mean, to be fair though, what did you really expect from a Kerbal who can drive? I mean, I've seen how they fly, God knows how they drive. But yeah, let's leave this place. There's not much more to look at. There's a new strip leading up to the launch pad itself, but that's not important. What is important is this! A new spaceplane hangar. Oh, look at this, and oh my god, these things are amazing. Quite suicidal if you ask me. Now, that one's quite... oh. So these things like to drift then. Oh my god! What's he doing? Wow, that guy's going sick. Alright, so I like this place quite a lot now. I've seen those driving around and going absolutely mad. But look at this. I need to just quickly load up a craft just so I can like do some zoomage and showage offage. Right, you come down here. Let's make this more real looking. Ah, the Astronaut space program. Exciting times. But yeah, again, also done by the guy who brought us B9 Aerospace, Artyom, if that's how you pronounce his name. I apologise if I got your name wrong, but yes, it doesn't matter what your name is. All I care about is the beautiful, beautiful work you've done here. This is amazing. I just want to get out and walk around and see what's all in all the corners, Jesus Christ, and try not to get myself ran over by them. Oh my god, they don't care, do they? That's awesome. I love it. I love every second of it. But yeah, new SPH and VAB, everyone. Enjoy that stuff. What's next to go over with? Let's have a look at my list. Right. One of the biggest things about this update is possibly, apart from obviously all the aesthetical changes around the Space Center, is the SAS changes. Now, back in the day, you guys will remember that if you have an advanced SAS on your craft and you flick it on for whatever reason, control kind of goes out the window. Yeah, fair play, you're able to keep a craft steady and on a single path, but you can't adjust it. Now, the new SAS is completely different to that. Now, what it does is, rather than just locks you in place, it kind of uses... I believe they're called reaction wheels. I don't know what that is, but the way I understand it, and I think the best way I can get you guys to understand it, is it's like an electrical powered gyro, and basically that will stabilize our craft, but it will also give us free control when we want to move the craft around. I'll show you this in a sec after we take off. I'm going to take my finger off the brake, I'm going to engage the engine, and we're going to give ourselves some thrust up. Hopefully the thing isn't stuck there. Oh god. Well, that nearly went horribly wrong. Right, okay, put the SAS on and put that on. Right, now, as you can see now, there's not really much difference in the way it looks. I mean, I think there's a lot less wiggle. Oh yeah, there is definitely a lot less wiggle. The SAS now doesn't affect your flaps and whatnot. However, I also have the ability to do stuff like this. Now, as oh god. Now, as I turn my craft, it will lock into place. I can throw this at any angle I please and it will stay there. I can't get across to you just by watching this how good this really is. I mean, the drawback to it is it does use electrical charge. As you can see in the top there, electrical charge is being used. And if you don't have a good source of electricity, then obviously things are going to get sour for using an advanced SAS. But no, look how stable this thing is. This allows you to pull off some really, really slick moves. I'm just going to See how quick I can drag this off. If I can get myself into a stall like that, now if I just do some rotates, look at that. Look how easy that was. This new SAS is a godsend, and I don't know how we, in future weeks, in about 4 or 5 weeks, I'm gonna look back on this and think, oh my god, how did I ever survive without this? I won't be able to imagine a time without these things. Hell, I can't even imagine a time when the big rocket parts weren't even in. And that was so long ago now. The game has come a long way, and this update just shows like all the cool things and how cooler the game is getting as and when updates come out, and some of the new technological advancements we've got in the game. It's incredibly sick. I am blown away by it, but of course this isn't the only thing to talk about. No, it is not. I've still got lots more to do, lots of things to do, and we're kind of actually heading over there right now, so I may as well talk about these. Now, these were here to a certain extent in the past, however they did not look as good, to which I am referring to these mountains in front of me. Squad have implemented this new terrain generation system. It's more apparent on the moon for when you see craters and whatnot, but on places like Kerbal it gives it a more varied landscape. Now, when you combine things like this with the new SAS that we've got, you can have some very Airwolfy style moments. I believe it's Airwolf. I don't know. I never watched that show, or perhaps it may be Top Gun where they're in a jet and whatever. But if you get this right, there's some good like little canyons here for you to fly through, and it's a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's the most childish thing ever. I mean, considering this is a space program, not a jet plane program. Oh god! Oh god! Whoa! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Yep! No! Oh god! Now, if I didn't have the new SAS, I would have been absolutely screwed. Right, let's slow this down. That's because I've got time warp on, and you really should not be throwing this craft around too much. New SAS, ladies and gentlemen, it will save your life, I swear to God. It's possibly one of the best features since docking, maybe, perhaps. And it's such an overlooked thing as well. It's something that you wouldn't even have thought of, to tell you the truth. I mean, I know people do request SAS tweaks here and there, but then when it comes along, it's like, oh my god, I can't believe they've actually implemented something like this, and it just blows you away. I'm really impressed. And to be honest, I really should be talking about these excellent new mountains in front of me, but I'm too busy just mesmerised by how easy the new SAS makes things. I mean, this is quite a very unbalanced craft. It's not very aerodynamic at all in the slightest, but the new SAS just allows me to do so many things with it. It really does. Got full control over this thing. Full control indeed. Whoop. I wonder how far will affect the SAS once the mods become updated and whatnot. But yeah, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. New scenery, new aspects to the scenery, should I say. And new SAS. There's not really much more I can say about that. Reaction wheels, ladies and gentlemen, they are the future. So let's go ahead and talk about this little feature now we're out here. Back in the day, there was once upon a time a button that would say end flight. It was the cause of many a space station deletion. Not anymore, because now not only do we have the Space Center button, which has now been situated and highlighted in orange for obvious identification, but we now have this Revert flight button. This is what has replaced the end flight button. If I hit this, we can select more than one destination to go back to, rather than just direct end and obviously killing your craft, killing your Kerbal and whatnot. You now have the ability to rewind time, Prince of Persia style as it were. And basically what we can do here is we can either revert back to the launch, which was 7 minutes 42 seconds ago, or we can revert to the point of where we're in the space plane hangar, which will then rewind time. Our Kerbal's still alive, jobs are good, and we don't have to go about replacing him with Ludford or whoever we picked. I'm just going to go ahead and go back to the space plane hangar from here on out, just so we can keep Jebediah alive, and we're going to go and head back out to the tracking station. This lovely new tracking station right here. Clicky clicky. As you can see, we've got all our normal amenities on the tracking station, and I'm just going to go ahead and go over to Bob Kerman. It's now time to talk about my new favourite feature, or features should I say. I don't know if I can call them features, to tell you the truth, but new parts, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, recover. Oh, so yeah, that's a new feature. The tracking station now has the ability to recover craft if it's on Kerbal. If it's on any other planet, I don't think it works. I've not tested this out yet, but I suppose we will find out. Alright, let's just go with fly. Now, as you can see here, I have two lander pods. One, you guys might remember from an old video, that is built with the KSPX mod pack. As you guys know, KSPX was done by Claire, and she was then later taken onto Squad to make parts for the stock game. Now, there are some parts that have been coming across slowly but surely, but this update gives us the most comprehensive parts from the KSPX mod pack. From here, we've got the old small tank, we've got the old adapter, and I've also included this SAS unit on there. That isn't in the stock game at the moment, so don't go running away with the idea that it is. So if you guys ask me where that comes from, it came from the KSPX mod pack. I will link that in the description below, so you guys can go get that one particular part. It's a cool little part. I don't know if it'll work with the new SAS logic though in this version when it comes out, so there might have to be some update done to it there. I don't know. But yeah, as you can see, we've also got some cylindrical RCS tanks, which are pretty damn awesome, and they are identified by the whole yellow streak. Now, Squad don't do that method of the whole colour coding the tanks, because at some point in the future you'll be able to mix and match resources in any tanks that you want. I think they come as the tweakables, but if I reset my view and go over to here, now here is the exact same craft I have built with the new stock parts. Now, the reason I haven't gone and shown you these inside the menu is because I've got loads and loads of parts, and a lot of them are duplicates of each other, so it's a bit hard to tell which parts are which. These are the most obvious ones. Obviously, we've got this new little tank here, which personally, if you ask me, looks a lot better than that one. I really do like this a lot, and even though I probably won't go use them, these massive white RCS tanks, again, they look a lot better without that big ugly yellow streak in there. Very, very nice indeed. It's a shame that the little SAS didn't make it across yet. I suppose it will in the future, but not quite yet. I should probably also point out as well, I don't know why that's waving around the way it is, but also the new warning labels on RCS thrusters. Very strange indeed. I quite like it. It just adds more detail to the game, more detail to what was already there. There are a lot more parts actually than this. There are the adapter plates that allow you to stick 4 small engines on one big tank. There's the extenders which go from big tanks to small, no, hang on a second, I'm getting that wrong. There's the one that converts from big tanks to small tanks with multiple thrusters. Is also the other way around, from small tank to a big tank, which we had already. We've also got probe size adapters. There's lots to see. You guys aren't going to get to see that, maybe in another video if I'm allowed to do another video on this, but for now we're just going to have to make do. There's a couple more features that I do want to talk about, but without going to the moon I can't really talk about them. So rather than bore you guys to death with me building a rocket, I'm just going to come back when we are in orbit with one of these landers, I should think. So we will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Peace. Alright, I know that I kind of said that I was going to come back to you in orbit around the moon, but I just wanted to quickly show off those adapters I was talking about. These things here, they allow you to do quad couplers, bi-coupler, you've got the standard tri-coupler as well, and you've also got adapters that convert from small to the big things. No, from big to small. I don't know what I'm talking about, but the reason why I'm here mainly is because I want to test the new SAS features on a rocket. Now, it's all well and good doing it on a space plane, but how does it react on a big rocket? Now, I haven't strutted this too much, and I just want to test this for the wobble reduction, because apparently that's what the new SAS does. We're about to find out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. It has been a while since I've done a regular launch like this, just entirely out of stock pieces. Now, if I'm correct in saying, my rocket should, in theory, just fly in a straight line, and I should be able to rotate it as well without causing too much wobble. We won't find out until we get to 10,000 meters, however, so I'm just going to let it fly on its own free will. No time warp, no nothing like that. We're about to see. Now, to be fair, I'm seeing no wobble right about now. Normally, if you had the advanced SAS on a normal rocket this size, I think you would be seeing some sort of wobble, especially in this connection point here. We've still not reached 10,000 meters yet, and we've got to do the gravity turn, so there's still a chance for it to all go a little bit wrong. So, who knows? We'll find out when we get to 10,000 meters. But apart from that, I hope you guys have been enjoying this little look-see so far. I know I have. There's still quite a lot for me to exploring this new version, to tell you the truth. I want to go see where else has been affected by this new terrain generation. I don't think it's anywhere other than Kerbal and the moon, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Right, we're coming up to 8,000. 9,000, get ready to do the gravity turn. Let's see the extreme wobble this is going to have, or not have, should I say. Oh my god, look at this. There's no struttage in between this part here. I swear to god there are no struts holding this, and look at the reduce in wobble. This is unreal. Absolutely unreal. And look at this, I didn't have to take the SAS off once. I mean, I am going to have to fight it a little bit because the rocket is tipping in direction with the thrust. But again, that's not really much of a problem. Oh, this is amazing. This is incredible. You guys are going to love this so much when you get this into your hands. You really are. I feel so bad for you that I'm able to play this now and rub it in your face. Well, actually, no, I don't really feel that bad. That's a bit of a lie. But this is amazing. I can't wait to do this properly in the new series. It's going to make things so much easier. Oh, it's going to be mint. Right. Are we going to be able to actually get to the moon saying this? Let's reduce that. Oh, and here's something for you. The SAS really didn't move that much during a decoupling. Now, normally when you decouple a module and you have the SAS on, it has a tendency to spin wildly out of control. Now, I just did it then, and it moved a little bit, but for the most part, it didn't really seem to do anything. That's how good this new SAS is. I mean, please take into account that this is currently a experimental build. There have got to be more tweaks and fixes done to it over the course of X amount of time. I can't tell you when because I honestly don't know. But oh man, this is going to be so much awesome. All right, here we go. We should be getting up a nice orbit here. 128, 130. Let's go 140 and get ready to do it from there. That should in theory get us to the moon, and the lander should get us there. If not, it should at least get us close. Right, off we go. Let's get up to that apoapsis and do a normal burn just like how we would. Obviously we don't need to turn the SAS off. How are we doing on power, by the way? So power is consistently going down. This is because we really have no power generation. Pods don't generate power the same way they used to. It's very strange indeed. Alright, here we go. Get that PE. Am I going to be able to do this? I don't think I am. If we can just crash, I'm more than happy. Alright, here we go. So, let's get this set up as a target. This is becoming more of a let's play and less of a first look now. Oh well, who cares? I don't care. Yeah, I guess you guys don't care either. Alright, let's take a nice low orbit. That's just a 4,864. 30 seconds of burn. I don't think this has got it in it, but the smaller engine has, so that's always good news. Good news indeed. And 4,000 meters might be about the right height to start crashing into this lovely new lunar scenery. Who knows? Who knows indeed. How are we doing on our power, by the way? Oh, still pretty damn good. That's good. I probably should have included some solar panels or some RTGs for this little expedition, but never mind, eh? Never mind indeed. There we are. We'll put the SAS on, and that should hold it there. Excellent, Snake. The new SAS is a godsend. Right, here we go. Damn it, I didn't do me burn when I should have done. Never mind. Oh well, let's turn that off. And let's just go until the engines are dead. Hopefully this should be more than enough to do this. I forget what it is that we need to get up to, meters wise. Our engines are about to die. Yep, there we are. Engines are killed, so let's eject this. And boost! Hopefully we can do this all on one big go. I mean, the RCS tanks will be able to do quite a bit for us, I should think, as well. Okay, get ready. Perhaps it's still quite far away. Take us down to 4,000 meters. Oh, god damn it. Take it up to that point. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There we go, 9,000 meters. How we doing? Half our fuel. Do we think we're going to be able to land this? I think so. Let's go. See you in a bit, Kerbal. We get beautiful new scenery and what looks like little lakes all over the place. Now, I never noticed things like that before. Very strange indeed. But that's not the point. What we're going over to now is the new moon. Not to be confused with that Twilight bullshit. You know what I'm talking about, and you know who I'm talking to as well. Yes. Right, here we go. Oh, why are we going on to the dark side? God freaking damn it. Right, here we go. Oh god, right, I'll tell you what. Hold yourself there and get that up a little bit. Right, there we go. So now if I get myself over to that periapsis there. Why the dark side, man? Jesus Christ. This is... If in doubt, I'm going to cheat. I'll just infinite fuel myself. Right, here we go. Just use as little as you can. I will cheat if it comes to it. I have no qualms of cheating. But from here, look at the state of this place. God, it is maddening. Right, okay, you know what? Screw this. Infinite fuel. Alt F12. Oh, hello. Whack a Kerbal. We'll have to come back to that later. That's what we'll do for the end of the video. I forgot that we had that, to tell you the truth. Infinite fuel. Alt F12. Yeah, I know, I'm a dirty cheating bastard, but I really don't care. I want to see the surface of this new moon, and I'd like to do it on the light side, if at all possible. Right, here we go. Job is a good one. Right, where are we in the grand scheme of things? God, it's so hard to tell where you are in the dark these days. Oh, here we go. Slow down on time, and let's get the view correct. Oh, look at this now. Now, I'm one of these people who always complains. I literally always complain about how there's nowhere interesting to land on the moon because it's just all plains and it's just all flat. But no, look at this now. Procedurally generated craters. I believe the procedural anyway, meaning that I don't think it's random, but I think they're generated as and when you fly over them. I don't know. I might need some clarification on that. But no, look how good this is. Should we land? Let's get ourselves into a landing position. See if we can do it over back near that crater as well. So have a good scout land and see what's on offer. Oh, making base is going to be a lot more fun. You know what, actually, we're getting quite low to that floor. And I'm not just... Let's just give ourselves a little bit of upward thrust just to get ourselves a bit more distance. Oh yes, here we go. Nice. Lots and lots of rough land. I wonder if the lunar arches still exist because of this new terrain doohickey bob. In fact, could that be one over there? I have no idea. But no matter, let's go for this land over here because some of it's flat and some of it is all rugged. Good times. G. Get the gear down ready. One small step for Jedediah, one giant leap for version 0.21. I'm starting to draw up short on what I can talk about. I think I've covered everything. I've talked about the progress system. I've talked about the endgame reflow. I've talked about the new SAS. I've talked about the astronaut complex, and I've shown off the VAB and some of the new parts. Oh yes. Good times indeed had by all. I am enjoying myself, and I hope you guys are at home too. Don't worry, this will be in your hands too soon. I have no doubt of that. I can't tell you when because I don't know, but I have no doubt in my mind that it won't be too far off. Hell, if they give us these versions to have a look at, then it's got to be pretty close. But that's all speculation on my part. Alright, come on, we're getting in close here. Whoop. I mean, I don't even know why I'm doing this. I've got infinite fuel. I can pretty much do whatever I please at this point now. Right, drop. Hold yourself there. Let's get some RCS on. Let's get some control going. Is it that way? Yes, it is. Let's get some speed on as well. Reduce that speed, man. Right, you know what? Screw this. Let's go. Let's just go. Bit faster, please. Yep, there we are. We're down. We're pretty much down now. Where's my shadow? Right underneath us. Yep, there we go. I always get dead paranoid that my shadows might not be around ever since that one time. Oh, one time. Okay, here we go. And stop. Done. Sweet, get out of here, you fool. It's time to go have a relax on the moon. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Look at all this like terrain here. This would be perfect if I had a rover. Perhaps I should have brought one. Oh well, never mind. Perhaps that's for another video. I hope this is the end of the Let's Have a Look at 21. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, especially the devs who I know were watching this at some point as well. Also, with it being the end of the episode, I would like to take a little bit of time to give a shout out to my two guys, PDTV, the new media director of Squad, who has helped make this happen, but even more so to Max Maps. I had to say that twice then because he's such a good of a guy. No, for those of you who don't know, Max is the PR guy at Squad. He is the one who has made all this happen. Ever since he's come to the media group, it has been nothing but awesome sauce. So I want to extend my thanks to him a hell of a lot. If it wasn't for you, dude, I would not be here doing this right now. Thank you very much, guys. And thank you very much at home for watching this special episode of Kerbal Space Program. I'll catch you all in a bit, people. Peace out.